What's going on, YouTube? I'm about to peel this broken glass screen protector off. Show y'all what it's looking like. Surprisingly, this glass screen is coming up pretty smooth. Kind of got to work the edges a little bit, give it a slight little bit of pressure, and it should remove the adhesive. I'm kind of just powering through it right now, going a little beast mode on it. But it's coming. As you can see right there, that's where the impact happened. And let's see how my glass looks underneath. Y'all cross y'all fingers. Cross. Oh, yes. Looks good. This thing did its job. And what I was surprised is I thought there'd be a lot more glue residue left from when I initially installed this screen protector, but it seemed to all just stick to the actual screen protector glass. So that's nice. Let me get the stuff out of this box here. And then make this. All right, now we're going to start the cleaning process. You want to make sure this screen is very nice and clean. In the box, they provide you with some alcohol swipes. You definitely want to use those to get all the oil and fingerprints. And in my case, I got the old glue from the old screen protector on there. I'm trying to get all that glue residue off. That way I got a nice clean install going forward. I turn the light on just so I can get a little bit more visuals on it to see if there's any oil or spots or specks that I'm missing. But I'm looking good, y'all. All right. So once that screen is clean and you're satisfied with the results, now you want to go ahead and get your tray. And this is where you will drop your phone in and start making some magic happen. So, you want to make sure when you put it in the tray that it's very well in there flush. It's, not a corner popping up and it's not level. You want to make sure your phone's laid flat down in there and it ain't going nowhere. It should be hugging the case. Now, this is me trying to figure out how does this thing go on. I was never good at solving Rubik's Cubes, and this thing almost beat me, y'all. It almost beat me. We got to take these out first. All right, hold on. We're going to go. Wait, hold on. Nope. Let me see. This way? No, that way. Wait, hold on. Is it snapping? Wait, nope. All right, bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. It's going to snap. Wait, there it is. Woo. Almost had to pause the video on y'all. So I just inserted the little tabby thing. I don't know what that thing is actually called, but I call it the screen drop. The screen drop clip. I set that in there, and you'll see what that little tab does here in a second. I'm using the sticker just to get any more lint or dust or any residue that's from me moving that screen around and trying to get the case on there. And I want to get all traces of lint out of there, because once you drop that screen, you can't go back and get that lint out like on most screen protectors. All right, so now that that's done, you want to get your little glue sticks. That way we can begin to set the tray up that will allow the glue to drop directly onto the screen. Now this is where it starts to get a little bit tricky, y'all. So let's see, hold on one second. I lost my screen. I don't know. I see some lint too. There we go. See? I'm just doing one last check. Can never be too cautious. All right, I think we're in the clear now. I don't see any more lint, so we should be good. All right. So I got my little glue bracket tray thing up there. And what I'm going to do is actually screw the glue stick in top. Now that I got that glue stick in there, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to twist it. And make sure you hold it tight and you twist it and you just go pretty slow. And as you can see, the glue will just fall out onto the screen. And hopefully if you did it right and you're in a level surface, it'll just be in a nice circle, a nice bubble. And at this point, you want to grab your Whitestone dome screen, peel off the only peelable thing on that screen, and you want to set it down. I do the bottom end first, and then you'll drop the top, like so. Now here's where it gets super tricky, and why you need to be on level surface. So, as you can see, the bubble's right there in the middle. I'm going to tilt the screen towards me, and as the bubble gets towards those dots right there, then I'm going to release the tab. So it got right between the two arrows. I've released it, and now the glue will slowly work its way to the edges of the phone. You don't really even have to touch it. It'll pretty much just move on its own, but I technically wasn't on a completely level surface. As you can see, my glue is moving a little slow towards the bottom, but the top went there quick. But the bottom, since I was more not 100% level, you can see it's moving a little bit slower. So I'm going to push my finger down a little bit just to give it a little bit more assistance in fighting against gravity. All right, it's almost all down. Just waiting on one corner. Come on. So it's still struggling. So I'm tapping the glass just a little bit. You don't want to put too much pressure on the glass. It's not recommended because it could shift on you, and you do not want it to shift. So if you don't have to touch it, don't touch the screen. But that helped. I'm going to pick it up now and just hold it towards me just a little bit and watch the glue work its way and fill out that corner. And that corner is looking like it's filled out now. So what I'm going to do is remove the top piece, grab my little nail light, which literally this thing is a UAV or ultraviolet nail light, LED nail light, and just slowly go over the phone. So you want to keep it on each section for at least 10 to 15 seconds and work your way down. You can work in sections of 3s, or if you could just be like me, just slide it down slowly. And I'm actually going to go back just because I know I want this to be sealed up and tight. Plus, it's about to go right back into a case, so the more I can get it glued, the better. All right. It's looking good. All right. So once that's done, shut the light off. Remove your sticky Note 8 from this case. Yep. The glue will go to the edges, so don't be worried, guys. That glue can be rubbed off. That's why I think they included some extra wipes, because they knew you were going to have to clean some glue off of this phone. And the alcohol swipes do help clean that glue off of the sides and edges of the phone. You will have residue. And as you can see, my install is clean. There's no bubbles. There's no lint. I'm just going to keep wiping all the excess glue from around the edges. Because if not, if you put the glue, if you still have glue in there and you put it in your case or whatever you're rocking with, it's going to just make it sticky. So as you can see, the phone looks like there's no screen on there at all. Like clean, no bubbles, no nothing, no glue residue. It's a very clean install. So I'm going to show you what the old screen looked like and what the new one looks like. Boom. Old and busted, new hotness. Old and busted, new hotness. Peace, y'all. Hope this helps somebody. Let me know below.